Alright, YouTube, back in another video. And today, I've already started working on the truck. As you can see, got the old manifold gasket out. She was definitely leaking. Got a new one that I've had for probably about 4 years since I had an old Tahoe of mine. And I'll flip the camera around and show you what I've done already, and then try to get the bottom of the manifold off so I can clean it, or I'm gonna have to clean it inside the truck. So I got the manifold off, all the bolts obviously. And when I put the pry bar in, I only got about that much space to work in to get it clean. So either I'm gonna try to take the bolts off, 3 bolts down there, get the whole manifold out of there, or I'm gonna have to clean in the truck if those bolts aren't wanting to come off. So I'll jack this side of the truck up and see if I can get my impact out and break those 3 bolts off. Going down to the cats, came off really good, except for the top one. The top, they actually put bolts instead of their studs, so one was started spinning. No problem, got it out. Got this cleaned up. Need to clean up the side of the head a little bit, and then I can get this pushed back down. I'm gonna bolt this up first to here, get those tight, not tight, but snugged up to hold it. Then put the bolts back in, going from the manifold to the cat. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up, the side of the head all cleaned up, get all those ports looking good, and then I'm gonna get my leaf blower, blow all this stuff out of here, because obviously me cleaning this drops a lot in here, so don't really want that going right into the front of the cat. Be all right. And this still is super rough, but it's gonna have to do because I'm not buying a new one. So I'm gonna get that side of the head cleaned up and this bolted back to the side. All right, it's a couple days later now. Manifold's in, not leaking, good. All I need to do now is go through and tighten all the bolts since it went through a couple heat cycles. And then also 2 days ago, my friend from work, he welded up a crack on my frame. That's what I was talking about in the other video, which I should have showed you the crack before, but I forgot. So we got a plate on there and then a plate on the bottom. You can see right there, a little hole still, but good enough for me. It ain't going nowhere now. So that's got 2 plates on it, and then I'll start the truck up so it can hear that there's no exhaust leak. That is so much better. And then also tomorrow, I'm going to start pulling the cats and stuff out of the truck and then do those 2 sensors out of it. So I bought 2 sensors, new plugs, and new wires. So that either will be here tomorrow or Monday, but tomorrow I would like to start getting it all pulled off. And then I can do it outside of the truck where it's a lot easier, and I can actually get a socket on there and break those 2 sensors out. Because anybody knows, or whoever's done it before knows, that they fucking suck. So we're going to get that done this week also. And then right now I'm going to get in my car, and as you see in the thumbnail, we're gonna go put a new grill in. I got the grill inside. We're gonna go to my my buddy's house, KJ's house, and we're gonna do it there, and we're gonna put some stickers on his car also. So all right, so we got the bumper, or not the bumper, the grill back on, but you had to take the bumper and everything else. I didn't even record doing any of it, because if you need a how-to video, there's plenty of other how-to videos out there on how to do it. But I'll flip the camera, I'll show you what the grill looks like and what the car is looking like. So, which honestly, some people are gonna hate it, some people are gonna like it. I like it for the fact that it just matches, like everything just matches a little bit with the silver right here, was matching down there, which matches what's in the headlights, which also matches down here on the doors, door handles, some stuff on the back. But then the black matches also a lot. So I really kind of like the way it looks. And then I do think eventually either I'm gonna get some CTSV ones like I talked about before, or I'll probably just end up painting these ones or wrapping them black and popping them off, because I do have some black wrap left over. Personally, I really like the grill. It matches that little black part I wrapped back down there last year or so. And I like with the no emblem in the front, because the way this grill is actually cut out, it is the shape of a Cadillac emblem. So it's pretty cool. I like the way it looks. And then as I'm pulling this all apart, I realized that in here's like some louvers that electronically turn, and so if it's too cold outside, it'll turn to let it heat up more, but more of a pain than I thought to swap that grill out. I'll more than likely pick up the camera tomorrow when I start working on my truck, getting the cats pulled off. Hopefully I get the O2 sensors pulled out. If not, I'll probably just have to cut them, weld some bungs in there for new O2 sensors, and it is what it is. But I'm pretty sure I will be able to get them out. A lot more outside of the truck, because I can put my impact down there, impact them off, or get some penetrating oil in there. But I'll pick the camera back up to probably tomorrow morning when I start working on my truck. All right, YouTube, so it's been multiple days now, like multiple, probably 2 weeks since I recorded anything with the truck, which is right here. And that's because it started running even worse, like really bad. So now in the truck I have some coil packs, but we tested the coil packs, me and this guy from work with a snap-on scanner. He tested the coil packs. Everything's getting spark, everything's getting fuel, checked all the fuel injectors, the fuel lines, everything is good getting spark. So the O2 sensors I bought originally, I couldn't find any O2 sensors for the year of the truck that had the right plug on the end. So this plug, I had to cut this little end piece right here. I don't know if you can see that, so it'd fit on there. And the same thing with the other one. Then I did all that, and it was running worse. Or it wasn't running worse, it was running really bad, like really, really bad. After we tested everything, after everything we did. So then I did some more research, ended up finding plugs for the right year, for the right position of the truck. And here they are. Got this one right here and this one here. The right plug, and the way these were plugged in before, these old ones, is that this was the bank 2 sensor 1, but it was plugged into bank 2 sensor 2 plug on this end, and the opposite for the other ones. But with these, I found the right position with the right plug in for the correct year and everything. So I obviously got one of them out right here. The other one is under the truck. I'm gonna pull that out, and then I'm going to get these put in, and then let the truck run. Here, see what it's doing. Check engine light, and this should fix my heat circuit cable line, or whatever the hell it's called. I think it's P0059, and I probably will still have a P0300, which is a multiple cylinder or random cylinder misfire, so I'll have to check that out. But first, I know these are the right O2 sensors and everything. So this is bank 2 sensor 1, and then with this octagon, or not octagon, but whatever shape that is, this is bank 2 sensor 2. So I'm gonna get the other 2 pulled off and these put on and see where we can go from there. Okay, so the truck is not running any better, but it is not throwing any O2 sensor codes now. So I do have these coil packs, like I said. These are truck coils, these square ones, and I think these are for they're car coils, but they do bolt up exactly the same. So I am still getting a P0300 code, which is a multi-cylinder random misfire, which, so it's got new plugs, got new wires. I know all the coils work, I know the fuel injectors work. No O2 sensor problem now. So I'm going to dig in, do some more research. Maybe someone in the comments could tell me. So I think I'm going to upload this video for what I got with my car and the truck. And maybe the right person will see this video and be able to tell me something. But also, the plugs, the O2 sensors that I had, they were first 6.0, but they're backwards because I couldn't find the right plug that went into the end where they connected, like the wiring harness. So that's why that. But now that's exactly the right plugs. I know for sure they all pinned or plugged in right. But originally, we were gonna misfire in cylinder 4. So what we did was we took this coil out and put it in cylinder 1. So cylinder 1 right now has cylinder 4 coil. So in cylinder 1 it started misfiring. That's how we came down to the situation of that coil being fine. Cylinder 4 coil being fine, and now cylinder 1 coil is right here. That's fine. It's got new plugs, new wires, new O2 sensors. So now I'm just more research and figure out what's really going on with this P0300, because before I could rev the truck to like 5 5,500, 6,000 RPMs. Now it only will rev to about 43, and then keep pulling it, it'll slowly go up a little more. So that's kind of throwing me off. I'm talking to the guy from work, which he knows a lot about these trucks, and he'll be able to tell me which, because I don't think it is anything to do with a vacuum leak, because I don't hear nothing. He didn't think so, which maybe it could be the fuel pump, but I don't know. So all right, so I just watched that footage back, and let me explain the coil situation a little bit better. So originally, when he had his scanner hooked up, we were getting cylinder 4 misfire. So we first, to make sure the coil was okay, we took this cylinder 4 coil, put it in cylinder 1 coil, because we know this one never was misfiring. So then cylinder 1 was not getting any misfire. It was perfectly fine. So we came to the conclusion that the coil was fine. So this coil that's in here right now is still cylinder 4 coil, and this is the coil that came off cylinder 1. And it was still getting a random misfire. That's why I'm still getting the code for P0300. Sorry about that light, I didn't realize it was that bad. And I don't know, it's very confusing. I'm really hoping the right person sees this video and will be able to explain, or they know, which if they just look up my name, you'll find me on Instagram. And please contact me if you know something or a little bit of information about it, maybe something I'm missing, I don't understand. It would I could really use the help. And to explain the O2 sensor thing, is this is the O2 sensor for cylinder, or for bank 2 sensor 1. Plug was different. So this is a 6.0 bank 2 sensor 2 plug that I got for bank 2 sensor 1, because the plugs were the same. Still not working. This is the plug for bank 2 sensor 1 that I put in bank 2 sensor 2, because this is the right plug for the plugs I have. So technically they were backwards in the wrong engine. So the plugs are fine, but obviously they're probably wired wrong, or wired differently, and I was using them wrong. So now that the plugs I have are correct with the right sensor, with the right harness, so that situation is taken care of. And also one more thing is that I was getting a code for the mass airflow sensor, because I think that was just part of the O2 sensor, not reading the air fuel right. So the guy thought, all right, maybe mass airflow sensor is doing something funky. So I put a different one in there, same part number, same everything. That did not affect nothing, so it's fine. The mass airflow sensor is okay. So it kind of knocks down the things that could be the problem. But thank you for watching this video, and if you know something, please leave a comment, or please contact me. I'll put my Instagram, or I think my Instagram's always in the comment or the description. And thanks for watching the video. Hope to see you in the next one.